Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy SoSo, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of Fight Rewind. This time, we're previewing BKFC 62 going down June 21st at the Hollywood HardRock and Casino. And today, we're talking to one of the fighters on the card, Albert Inclan. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, bro? Appreciate you for having me on today, man.
Thank you for making time out of your busy schedule, bro. I know you're getting ready for this big fight against G the Cut, man. Real quick, bro, let the people know where they can follow your journey on social media.
You could find me on Instagram with Albert_Inclan602, and then on Facebook, just Albert Inclan, you'll find me.
I like that, man. I like the 602, bro, representing where you're from. You know what I'm saying? You always got to let the people know. Everybody's always prideful down here. I'm sure you've seen it, 305, you know? So to throw out your numbers like that, this shit is cool.
Yeah, I'm going to get it tattooed on me somewhere eventually.
I mean, bro, you have a big-ass chest piece of a phoenix, dog, which is amazing. I hardly ever see that tatted, bro. I know it has nothing to do with fighting, man, but what made you get that?
Well, honestly, it kind of did have to do with fighting. So after I got shot, I had gone through like some depression stage because I got shot by my in-laws, lost my daughter to the mom, and just a bunch of craziness. And then when I went to the tryout for bare knuckle, I was still healing up for being shot. And I don't think I had the chest tattoo yet. Until I knew for sure I was going to fucking be a fighter, it was pretty much, I was coming back to life. And having that is like my spiritual animal. It's not finished. I have an appointment on Monday, the Monday I come back from the fight to finish it up. I got to do like a crown and shit and finish the feathers. But it's just my spiritual animal, bro. Like, I'm a phoenix coming from the ashes.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful because, you know, if you're into that type of stuff, right, and you like it, bro, you know, that's a great animal or, you know, whatever beast, whatever you want to call it. That's a great thing to have because it goes through so many stages of life, right? And you mentioned one of the tougher stages that has happened to you in your life, but you've still been able to overcome that, be a great father, stay in your daughter's life, and be a professional athlete while trying to manage all the craziness in your life, man. Talk to me a little bit how that has formed you as a fighter.
Well, it gives you a bigger purpose. Like it would be a year since I've seen my daughter, so it's not the best relationship with the mother, and like when you lose everything. When I say lose everything, you crash your car in the midst of getting shot. You can't go to work because they know where you work at, and you're injured. And then obviously you can't pay bills no more. I had my own spot, and I was living over there with her mom. You know what I mean? We were living together, so it's just like, you know what I mean? You lose everything. You can't go home. You ain't got no car, and they're still looking for you. It's just being a father, and I don't know, bro. It's just you can't give up because at the end of this, I know how it was not to have my father and know my father. So and then especially being a little girl, I gotta make sure, like, you know, that they cannot deny me, and she'll be able to find me. Because sometimes kids can't find their fathers.
True.
You know, but she knows who I am, and I gotta make it easy, accessible for her to just maybe look me up one day. You know, as you look up Albert Inclan, you can Google me and shit now. Like, shit's wild.
Right. And look at something that you can really be proud of, right? Because you've shown your warrior spirit in the BKFC square circle. You're currently 1-2 right now, right? And you're coming off a loss, but that loss was a split decision. You know what I mean? It was a majority decision, but it was a very close fight between you and Dynamite Chris Garcia, a very good fighter in that division. And I feel like, you know, somebody of your caliber can definitely hang in this division. And if we're being honest, there's a ton of talent in it, man.
Yeah, they had us fight at a catch weight, but like I'm a natural 25 is what I'm fighting at. I can go to 35. I just want to be a solid 35er. I see guys at 25, and all I can say, like, by my last fight, bro, as soon as round one ended, at the end of round one, my legs were just giving out. It was just maybe the weight cut that we did was a little bit wrong. And I don't know, the ring, I was not expecting it to be so cushioned. That's just like fighting on your bed. It's one of, I think it's the most cushionest ring that I've fought in BKFC, because the other ones weren't like that.
That's interesting, man.
And like, man, I just wish if I would have had the legs, I would have been able to run down on them. And I think that's kind of why I got caught with that shot. And I think maybe if I didn't get caught with that shot, at least a fucking tie.
Yeah, for sure it would have been a draw.
Yeah, I thought we were doing more in the fight, but every time I look at the fight, bro, I'm like, fuck, man. We were both kind of being too cautious of each other.
You know what's crazy? That me and my partner who were there recording that night, right? And you'll meet them in person when we catch up in the weigh-ins and that night. You know, we had that as one of the top 3 fights because of how back and forth it was. You know what I'm saying? Chris got that knockdown, and I think that's what kind of gave the slight edge to him. But without that, you know, it would have been a draw, in my opinion, which makes me excited for this upcoming fight with G, right? Because like G's a very game fighter, right? He's obviously very skilled. He works as a cut man. That's his nickname. So he knows what it takes to be a fighter in BKFC and like what's damaging, what not. He's also coming off a loss, right? And that's always interesting when you have 2 guys coming off a loss, because, you know, this is a battle of hunger, right? It's not a skills of, or like boxing skills or fast or this or that. It's like, who wants it more? Tell me why you think you're going to come out victorious this fight, because of the whatever it is that you're doing to get ready for it.
I think I know I'm gonna whoop his ass, because
let's go.
It's one of those things, bro, where it's not about getting a win on my record. It's not about this is a fucking man code fight, I guess. Like, I'm treating this like somebody up the street keeps testing me, because there's no reason why we should be fighting, bro. I should have been fighting Rambo. I should have been fighting somebody else that's like makes sense in the division. That motherfucker's, my bad for cussing, but his motherfucker's a cut man. Bro, he's a cut man. He's not supposed to be doing this shit. Bro, the way he got knocked down, yeah, he maybe got hurt or whatever, but bro, he's a one-trick pony, maybe 2 tricks. He got a hook and maybe a 2 if he's lucky. But the first fight I've seen him fight, I'm not gonna say he's just gonna lay down, but he stays there. He fights very stiff. He doesn't move, and it's like, what's gonna happen when that shit that he usually does to people doesn't work? Because he does it when they're standing there. He does it when they just have their hands up and he's letting them tee off. Like, I don't stand there. I come forward and I hit him with angles, and I got power in both hands. And I'm not a dummy that just throws random shit. But I do know he's gonna want to come and knock my ass out, though. I know there's a little part in him, bro, that does not like me. He acts like he does. He acts like he's cool and he has nothing against me, but there's no reason why we should be fighting, bro. There's no reason why we should be fighting.
I kind of hear your argument on that, right? Because we were talking about it earlier, right? You're a natural flyweight. You train usually around that weight, and it's an easier weight cut for you. You know, he usually fights in that 165, 130, 135 range. You know, he walks around at 150. Maybe that weight cut might be too drastic, right? Because in my opinion, and I've seen it in a couple of BKFC fights, right? When dudes jump up or down, it can either really add to it or take away from it. And you never really know what the outcome is going to be until the fight happens, right? Because then you have to kind of like play the chess game live, you know? Him cutting so much weight to get down to that flyweight division. Do you think that that's where he's like, all right, he's stepping into my world now. I got to be the one representing for the boys out here and show them what's up.
I just think he's a goofball. Like, he's cool and all, bro. What gets me mad really the most, bro, is that he knew he was going to want to fight me from the last time that I fought Garcia when we were out there. And he always gives corner advice, bro, when he should just shut the fuck up. Anytime I fight, bro, I always hear him in the corner just chopping it up. Shut your ass up and be professional. You a cut man, bro. You're not a fucking corner. So that's kind of where my problem came up with him. When hey, bro, when I was fighting Gibson, why you giving him corner advice for? Like, you got something with me? And he's like, oh, no, my bad, bro. That was unprofessional. Okay, cool. But he did it in Garcia's too. So I'm like, all right. And then when I asked him when we were doing medicals, oh, when you going to fight, bro? He's like, June. He's like, well, who? He's like, I don't know yet. I'm motherfucking new. He had me in his whole mind. That dude's been sizing me up since the Gibson fight, bro. I remember the first conversation when we shook hands right there after the Gibson fight. He was looking at me very shocked and surprised. But now that I just sit back and I'm like, this motherfucker's been plotting on me this whole time. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna give you something, motherfucker. I'm gonna show you. I'm not the one. I'm gonna show him, bro. I'm not trying to sound tough, bro, but I'm gonna get him.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. And you, you know, you definitely have something to prove, right? Because like I said earlier, both of you guys are coming off a loss. And in order to get back into that top five, right, you got to have those victories and you got to string them together. I want
his ass, my bad, cut you off. His ass is coming off a loss. My ass is coming off one of the best performances BK has ever seen. His ass is coming off a loss. He quit. Regardless of the injury, bro.
Against a guy, and if we're being honest, right, against a guy that isn't necessarily a real BKFC fighter in Bryce Hall, right?
Yeah, and I'm not trying to like just talk shit about the cut, man, but it just don't make sense some of the shit he does. Like his previous fight, Bryce Hall is sitting there in the stands. He walks up to Bryce, you slap the man, you walk away, and then you turn around and say, right here, what you doing? Like you just trying to do some tough guy shit over a YouTuber, bro. Let that dude try to do that shit to me at the weigh-ins. Let that dude try to, man, he knows I'm not the one.
No, let's not do that at the weigh-in, dog. You know why? Because I want to see it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see you guys throw hands in the ring, dog. You know what I mean? Such a great fight, bro, especially with such a stacked card, right? I think you guys have the potential to steal the fight of the night. You know what I mean? And be like, all right, you know, we're going to go to war. We're going to put a show on for you guys, and the better man is going to win. That's why I'm excited for this fight, and I wanted to talk to you before, dog, for real.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, my coach already told me, bro, he's real. He's like, you're going to knock him out or you're going to lose the decision. That's, bro, that's what we going in there with the mindset, bro, is you're going to knock him out or you're going to lose a fucking decision. Because if it goes around 5, Homeboy works for the company. Homeboy's manager is best friends with the David Feldman. Homeboy is dating a BKFC girl, bro. I got a lot of things I'm going up against. And I'm going to their fucking hometown, bro. It's like all bad for me. You know what I mean?
So you feel like do you feel like you're like almost being not given a chance in this fight? Or do you think that, you know, people are just sleeping on you because of who of your opponent is?
Well, I know Cutman only took the fight because he thinks I'm light work, and he wouldn't have taken the fight if he knew I was good, bro. He thinks I'm shit. So it's my job to show him that I'm a way better fighter than you guys see me fighting with Chris. Once I seen blood, and then once I knew my legs were gone, I didn't want to jump into some shit. But I was like, fuck, I'm gotta chase this motherfucker around. Me and Chris are cool, bro, but when you watch the fight, I was really having to chase Homeboy around majority of the fight. So, like,
I mean, he did a good job of, like, you know, in that fight, in my opinion, you know, what he did a good job of is utilizing his speed to get in and out, right? In and out, because you were the bigger fighter, right? So he's like, I can't just stand here in front of him because then I'm an easy target for Albert, you know? So I got to jump in and out. I got to move side to side and try to figure out that aspect of the matchup. But I think it's going to be different this time around because you and G are kind of like the same height. You know what I'm saying? He's what, 5'7", you're 5'5", you know what I mean? So like it's pretty even.
Man, that shit gets me mad when they keep putting 5'5". Motherfucker, I'm 5'6".
5'6". We're gonna put it with the shoes on, right? With the shoes, right?
I'm 5'6", barefooted. Stop playing.
All right. We're gonna call you. We're gonna put it 5'6".
Hey, my fight night shoes, I made sure to give me extra cushion. So I think I might be like 5'9", maybe.
Okay. Speaking of fight night and your shoes, I wanted to talk to you, man. Let's end it on a fun note, right? Talk to me about your gear. What do you like to wear? What are you gonna do different to entertain the fans with your like outcome and not your outcome, but like your outfit and your walkout music?
A lot of people fucked with the colors I used last time. They thought those shorts were sick.
They were dope.
I'm doing the same layout, but I'm just switching up the colors.
Okay.
I'm doing instead of orange on the side, it's gonna be like the yellow fur.
Oh, dope.
And instead of being black with the shiny shit, it's gonna be white with the shiny shit. And then instead of the Phoenix being orange, it's gonna be like royal blue. So it's
Oh
yellow,
shit!
royal blue, and white.
Damn, that's gonna pop. That's gonna pop.
Three colors from the pop, and then
All right.
my fight night shoes are kind of similar to that too.
That's what's up. What about the walkout music? Are you gonna be
haven't-
repping the hometown, or are you gonna try to get the local people into it with like some 305 music? I gotta know.
I have a few songs, bro. I'm trying to see what mood I'm going for. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I'm not really like war. I was hoping that they left us as the last fight before the championship belts, because I had a song for that. So I gotta get a feel for it and see what it looks like. I don't want to get too serious with my walkout song, and I gotta kind of like, just remember, like, all right, man, you know what you're supposed to do. There's certain songs, bro, I've been listening to since I was like 6 years old, and I've always listened to when I was trained or when I was just thinking about what my life would be when I become a grown man. So it's like listening to those songs take me back to when I was a kid, and then it's like, all right, man, let's go make that younger version of you proud, man. Let's go do what we were supposed to. So bro, I haven't decided yet.
I love that. I love that, brother. That's the type of passion, brother, that I said, you bring to this BKF sport, and especially to this division in the flyweight division, man, because it's a stacked division. And the ability that you have to go up and down in the weight classes is huge. Like I said, not a lot of fighters can do it and put entertaining fights on, you know what I mean? But you're one of the few that BKFC has on the roster, brother. I appreciate you joining us, man. Let the people know one more time where they can follow your journey, brother.
One last thing I want to say, though.
Go ahead.
Take nothing but hard fights. All these other fighters, bro, everybody wants to be the A side. Yeah, I get it. It's my business, but I don't come for a check, bro. If I come for a check, I might as well just go back to work. Because early in your BKFC career, early in any career, you don't really get paid what it's worth going in there risking your life. So when people say I'm coming for a check, no, I'm not coming for a check. I'm coming for the belt. I'm coming to prove myself. So I'm not like these other fighters who just want to fight in their hometown, that just want to fight once or twice a year and want to say that oh, I'm undefeated. Bro, you're scared to take a risk. You're fighting bums. All of these fights, majority, like, who's going to win at 125. But soon enough, these guys are going to have to see me. But you can find me on Instagram, Albert Inclan 602. And you could find me on Facebook, Albert Inclan, just like that.
Let's get it, man. Anybody in that flyweight division can get it. This dude is not ducking any smoke, and he's going to put on a show for you guys June 21st. You're not going to want to miss it. Albert, thank you so much for joining us, brother.
I appreciate you, my guy.
Absolutely, man. That's Albert Inclan right there. This dude is a warrior. He's going to put on a great show for you guys June 21st, going down at the Hollywood HardRock and Casino. Make sure you guys buy your tickets or hit up Albert to get your tickets. You're not going to want to miss it, because Sports with SoSo is going to be in the building. Until next time, y'all. Peace.